not seen LNG do anything, but I'm not so certain that you're going to get that time here, especially as you look towards like Ale having a lot of presence on this Jace in the top lane. You look towards Lightning Iwandi in the bot lane that can set up
3 minutes into the game, and it's going to be like this for a little bit of a while. We can see the resets coming in that bot side. Icon now just trying to see if he can get the push into the mid lane, but in a lot of pressure, Zika with the auto attack gets himself the kill, and is actually feeling like he can take on Tarzan. There's the ultimate. They're going to use the showstopper to bring in Ale. He gets knocked back. He flashed forward. 2 kills out of nowhere. Wei does burn Icon's flash, but no flash on the jungler is kind of a worth trade, as we can see now the showstopper coming in off this chain of corruption goes straight down on top of PP God, who gets knocked up and trying to burst him down. He will be taken out of this fight, so you have no support now for your Kog'Maw. No heal, no flash. They got everything they wanted. They did use a lot of engage tools. Speaking of engage tools, they're going to try and jump onto Wei, who gets caught out a little bit. He has nowhere to go. He burned his flash earlier, and he's dead. Now Aiming's in a lot of trouble, and this is all LNG. They take down the set. Aiming forced a flash. They're going to be on soul point.
Here you go. It's just like they don't really know how to accelerate the game from a position where they're even, and now they're actually starting to creep behind just because we're getting these big items coming through for those core carries on Wei. Steric's gauge completed there on BLG. Wei completed Steric's gauge, but engage.
Oh, here we go. They found out and they got everyone down. Light just got caught out by the Gwen using that needlework to take him out. And it looks like your time is up, LNG. 2 kills going over to the side of BLG. And
well, yeah, I mean, look, here's the actual dragon you care about is BLG. And yes, they're going to try and trade here on towards Bubu in the bot lane. Ale is doing a wonderful job of trading effectively, but they're going to try and commit here.
Yeah, they are going to try and commit. There's the flash leads in Dragon Rage, as we do see Bubu going golden. Wei's thinking about it. He wants to see if he can try and go for this, but it is already dead. Wei now in a little bit of trouble. Might have to try and get himself out of this one. Has to pop his own stopwatch. And while that's all been happening, BLG are pushing in the mid lane, but it is going to be 2 kills now. 2 quick picks for the side of LNG is ready. And now they move in towards this mid lane. Bubu now with Wei trying to move forward. There's the showstopper to start it all off. Zika though taking a lot of damage as he tries to keep himself alive. Bubu as well, down to about half HP. Both the solo laners, actually all 3 of the solo laners, as they come back into this fight.
Look at the ults on LNG though. BLG used so much in that engagement that they don't have any of these ultimates left. This could be LNG's way back in.
They might look for it. Hellbars are pretty damn healthy, but Zika, and of course you got Bubu coming in on the backside of the Zika though, taking a lot of punishment straight away. This dragon, this Wei actually almost dead straight off the bat. They both go golden, but where are they gonna go? The set is dead. The dragon is still procced down to about half HP. Now Aiming needs to run for his life. He cannot stay here anymore. He has no mana, he has no health. The dragon is there. You've got so much poke. These piercing arrows shot through the heart of BLG in this composition, and this could be enough for LNG to take the game. They'll take this, they'll take Baron, they may be able to take for the base. Strong, well 4.5 as Diana trailing off to the side. It's going to be a little bit difficult now for the side of BLG to really deal with this. You can see just the pure shred with those extra auto attacks you get with the side of a Jace and a Varus. You're able to just kind of push down these inhibitors. They are looking to end. They're going to just keep pushing in. They don't need these side waves. They just need the towers. They just need the game. There goes the hook. Just swim off to the side. And LNG, they feel like they're not going to be able to kind of push this one just yet. They're going to try and get the next wave in and then look for the final push. This is a big moment here for LNG. You've still got the Elder. You've still got the Baron. Baron for an extra minute. They only got the Elder for another 20 seconds. So still very difficult for BLG to go for something.
This is the last push.
Comes down. Last push. They're posturing, they're pushing in, they're seeing if they can go for it. One Nexus turret will fall. There's the hook in, they catch onto Zika, who is deleted. 7 seconds left on this Elder. Have they got enough? There is the flash kick into the Zhonya's for this Kog'Maw, but he's already going to be dying. There's nothing left for BLG. LNG, they get the 2 mega buffs. They end the game through mid lane. They get the clean ace, and they take game 1.
That was an incredibly close fought game 1.
Difficult matchup for the Wukong into the set. We'll see how that one all goes. But I think for LNG, they are going to be melting objectives if they're able to get onto it. Towers, dragons, barons, it does not matter. They will, who has to go back, does pick up the sorcerer shoes. Will be able to just stop the back. and get the trains down as well. Viego is around. They need to be very careful here if you're the side of LNG. Zika trying to just trade this one as best he can. There goes the culling down on top of the LeBlanc, but not able to get any of that really going for him. And BLG is already behind the blue buff. They got to flash in, flash forward, trying to find something here. But PP God is there to deflect any kind of recall damage. And that's going to be first blood over to BLG.
For, like, if he got ahead, how big of an impact he can have. He gets the roam down towards aiming and PP God. Or they just set up for the kill.
They just straight up go in on top of him, and that is Icon dead to rights. No flash.
Yeah, you can see as well, Zika, he's just moving in to just make sure that they got a little bit more control there, but realizes, hey, look, we don't need any help here. They get that bottom lane turret. You've now got that Divine Sunder picked up super early from aiming, and when you finish that Divine Sunder Muramana, you are insanely strong as this is a slow bot side.
Oh, gets caught. PP God just straight up deleted from their spawn with this next minion wave popping itself in. As we see I1D just menacing the Zenith Blade. But BLG is onto the backside. So will this Rift Herald charge get enough of it down? They go in straight away. They do get the showstopper, and that's PP God dead again. BLG cannot get into this fight. I1D gonna go golden as they get the nice solar flare down. Weiwei is next to follow. Again and again, I have to call him out. PP God just in the wrong position, and LNG capitalize on it.
Through this summoner spell, but BLG not quite working in that way just yet.
Yeah, but LNG are just kind of letting this wave go down. They know they can't leave just yet. Tarzan takes a huge chunk. Weiwei gets jumped on by I1D, but I1D now in a lot of trouble. He's forced to flash away. Now you can see the jungle and support so low. Ale on the backside. There's the culling to try and keep everyone away. Solar Flare just a delay. Good showstopper to start it off, though, and that could be a good fight here for LNG. They lose the Leona, but they gain the Karma and the Viego. It's a 3v3 coming into this fight, but look at the damage here from the Ezreal. The Divine Sunder is just doing too damn much. It's a double on top of it for a double for Ezreal, and that's going to be 5 for 2. Very much not a surprise for the side of BLG, and we could be seeing a third game if they're able to close this one out. You can see the Qs coming out, just able to do so much onto Light. Light is on 3 items, however, so you do have to respect that, but for BLG, they can just push around either side, and they'll say that now. We can see BLG getting caught out, all 5 people committing to him. He's going to buy a little bit of time with that stopwatch, but will end up falling. They will lose mid lane tier 3 and the inhibitor, but now the fight can happen after this. Icon and Tarzan are very, very low. I don't think you're going to be able to take the kills, but you're probably going to be able to take the base anyway.
Yeah, it looks like you'll at least get this bot turret, but I don't think you'll be able to get the inhibitor. You do get a lot here for BLG, although as I say that, they might be looking for more.
Ale goes in and gets himself a nice little bit of damage, and Weiwei just dies. Yes, they get the turret, but they lose another one, and pushing in all the waves, making sure they have as much of an advantage and try to pick someone off.
Yeah, there is literally nothing that you can do here as LNG, unless you get some wild misstep from BLG, but they're taking this so calmly.
Oh, Zika did have a little bit of a misstep. There is the showstopper as we can see them going in. Massive shield there for Ale, but he is just not tanky enough. Tarzan tries to go in, goes golden, and you can see Icon putting down as much damage as possible. There's the parallel convergence to keep him alive. But there's just no more for you in the tank. There's just nothing you can do. BLG going to be able to take game 2. BLG going to be able to send us to a third game as the TP from Zika from base going to be able to solidify this one pretty damn easily. It was slow, it was methodical, it was a little bit Resident Sleeper, but nevertheless, as I say that, aiming in a little bit of trouble. Never mind, I'd lied to you all. He's not in trouble at all. Icon trying to be the savior for his team. There's just so much you can do here with this composition to keep yourself alive, and there's just nowhere for you to go. LNG lose game 2. BLG take us to game 3.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see there how difficult it is to deal with this BLG line. Access that ultimate. It feels like LNG very much looking to play through Ale in the top side, and then have that late game scaling for team fights with the fall back in the Jinx.
Yeah, going to see Zika with the Viego accrued and created around this Dragon Pit. We might see them go for a bit of a play. They know there's no flash on PP God. PP God's in a hell of a lot of trouble. They use the hook. They're going to get the Q in as well, Dark Passage, and then they can flash in. There's Rise trying to go for something, but this Jinx, it's just free firing. They're trying to see if they can get some more going on top of this. Tarzan able to try and get one more Q. No, not quite. Zika will get the reset, but you can see Icon and Light are still alive. They're still healthy, and they're still able to put out the DPS. LNG taking that fight 4 for 2.
just about able to eke that one out.
Oh, PB God with Flash. Solar Flare available to him as well. Looks like they want to try and burn down Icon. Weiwei is here with the Equalizer in tow, but they actually find Iwandi, who's in a little bit of trouble. He flashes just as the Iwandi in a little bit of trouble. Should he walk up towards this bush? He needs to not go there. Solar Flare, Equalizer. That's going to be a quick kill. 2 quick kills onto Iwandi. Light trying to back himself away. There are the flashes. There is not the hook.
He can make us a poor player's play. But anyway, I don't have time to joke about that because PP got caught.
PP God is caught again. No health, no mana, no way out. He will fall. The Hexacle Ultimatum comes down onto him, but the TP came down on the backside, so there's 2 kills straight off the bat, straight away for LNG. They make up for those 2 Iwandi deaths.
Being like, hey, look, yes, I can take this, but you're not actually going to be able to kill me. And now top.
Oh, speaking of being able to kill somebody, they're actually going to use the Dark Passage beautifully to bring in a TP, and that's going to mean Zika falls. The TP there from Bubu. They flash in there with the Camille. He's got the Hextech Ultimatum on top of Eamon, the man he needs to kill, and this is everyone from LNG just on the right page. They get themselves the clean ace, the Baron to follow, LNG in control. The game 2 and now in game 3, we're seeing the momentum is favoring the team that gets it, as Aiming gets caught out. That tower was on nothing.
Oh.
Why were you there? There's a Super Mega Death Rocket to seal his fate. The Equalizer comes down to try and kill off Ale, and of course to kill off Icon. Icon will fall, but that mid lane is going down. They might have cracked the base.
Yeah, they're going to have cracked the base, and again, it's Light showing up big. We talked about this guy. 6 abilities all at once by just using, like, hook shots, some side steps. I was like, all right, Ale, I see you. Like, this guy's kind of putting on a bit of a show, and honestly, LNG are feeling it right now. There we go, though, for PP God.
Oh, no, PP God. He just gets absolutely smashed in the team fight. They do pop down the Hextech Ultimatum as well to try and take him out. Ale almost getting out. Will he be able to? Yes, he will. The flash is not enough, though, and that will give a passive reset to the Viego, which gives him a way out of this fight. It ends up being BLG, the ones who will come out on top of this one. Aaron is there, but not for much longer. Blink and you'll miss it as they now go in on top of it. There it is, gone, dusted. Now the Equalizer comes down, but can the fight really happen here? Ale gets down the Hextech Ultimatum and gets himself out, but only just to die a little bit later. Flash away there from the rest of LNG. They don't really have the damage, and that means Aiming is able to put down some work. Icon falls. They get the Baron, but at what cost?
They need to get Zeke into a position where he can actually threaten Light, because otherwise you're just going to end up having, as you can see here, Light consistently poking at you, not actually getting in a position, although there.
Oh, Ale goes in with the Hextech Ultimatum. They do commit the Equalizer to it. You can see a little bit of a fight between Tarzan and Zika off to the backside, but that is a very tanky Man-Bear Pig as he jumps back in. PP God has to flash away after the Super Mega Death Rocket. They only take one of them on top of that Realm Warp, though, and that means Icon's a little bit caught out, but Ale jumps in to try and be the hero. There is the Dark Passage to keep Icon alive, and here's the reset. Get excited, LNG, because your Jinx is popping off. They don't need the Dragon. They don't need the Baron. They don't need anything else. They just need a minion wave and to take down this game and go 2-0 in the split.
And LNG will manage to take down BLG. You can see their Light completely untouched. Zika not able to get himself into the fight, and these Nexus turrets are not long for the world.
They are not. Ace is a little bit behind the actual play, but it's a clean one at that. The Nexus turrets fall, the Nexus as well. LNG 2-1 over BLG.